Hello there. This is your girl, Dr. Deshonda, aka Dr. D. For those of you all who don't know me, I'm an author, Passion to Profit coach, business growth strategist, and the creator of the Leap Challenge Masterclass that is coming around the next few weeks. I am your girl who helps early stage solopreneurs grow their businesses without the hassle of the hustle so they can build their bottom line without burnout. All right. And so I am so excited to have you with me on another Think Tip Tuesday and another session of Know Your Numbers that we are talking about in the month of March. So we have talked about gross profit margin, and now we're going to kind of extend the discussion to net profit margin. Yes, we talked about gross profit margin. Now we're going to talk about net profit margin. So what in the world are the difference between the two, right? So net profit margin and gross profit margin are two financial ratios that measures different aspects of your company's profitability, all right? So with your gross profit, you know, as you remember, it's the percentage of your revenue that remains after deducting only the cost of goods sold. What does that mean? Only the direct cost that is tied to the revenues from the actual product or service that you sell. Okay, that can be labor, that can be the if it's a product, that can be the material that you have to purchase. Those direct costs specifically to the item or service that you that you sell. On the other hand, your net profit margin is the percentage of revenue that remains after deducting all of your expenses that it takes to run your business. And this includes your cost of goods sold, but also your overhead, your operating expenses, your interest, your taxes, any other charges, bills that you pay to run your entire business. And this metric provides a more comprehensive view of a company's profitability, as it takes into account all expenses related to generating your revenue. So marketing expenses, all of those different things. All right. In other words, your gross profit margin is a measure of profitability of a company's core business operations, but your net profit margin reflects the overall profitability of the company after all expenses have been taken into account. And to understand both is very, very important. So for example, if a company with a high gross profit margin, right? But say you have a low net profit margin, you may be experiencing high overhead or operating expenses that are eating into your profits. So you want to look at that, right? On the flip side, if you have a low gross profit margin, but you have a high net profit margin, then you may be able to offset your cost of goods sold with your low overhead or operating expenses. So say for instance, your cost of goods sold expenses are super high, but you may be operating out of a home office. So your overall overhead may be a little bit low. So gross profit margin and net profit margin are important financial metrics that provide insights into your company's profitability. But they measure different aspects of the profitability, and you should consider together to gain a complete picture of your company's financial health. Okay, so now that we've discussed revenues, we've discussed expenses, profit, and your profit margins, let me tell you the report that you need to review on a consistent basis. So what I do, I pull my profit and loss statement every single month. Sometimes more, a couple of times throughout the month, but at least every single month, to review the numbers that we discussed over the past couple of weeks. And then you pull this out of your accounting software. So if you don't have accounting software and you are operating a business, you certainly need to do that like yesterday. Okay, make sure that you have accounting software, because then how can you again measure the success and how your company is doing? And quite frankly, if you need to have an accounting system, again, I say you should have had that like yesterday. It should be one of your softwares that you have in place. We will, of course, continue our Know Your Numbers conversations this month. So make sure that you are following me. If you're not following me, make sure you follow me at Dr. D. Turner. Or you can visit me at drdturner.com to apply for a free session with me. And guess what? I mentioned the Leap Challenge. It is coming in the next few weeks, the second week in April. And so if you're ready to scale that business, then I would love to invite you to register for free for the Leap Challenge Masterclass via the link in the comments. And listen, guys, make sure that you are, as business owners, that you know your numbers. That is how you understand how well you're doing, and how you need to pivot, or where you may need to make some changes so that you can continue your success in your business. It is so critical. Okay, so I understand we kind of get up in the hustle side of the exchange. All right, you have a product or a service you want to exchange for, for income, and that's all good and well. But if you don't understand the numbers that runs your business, the numbers that you have to encounter to keep your business going, then you're going to run out of breath, as so to speak, when it comes to running your business and running one that is successful and that is sustainable and that will be around for a while. So make sure that you understand these critical numbers, that you have a process in place, that you are looking at these numbers consistently. Like I said, at least once a month at bare minimum. You want to be able to pull those reports, and you want to absolutely make sure you have that accounting software in place. You will be surprised. I have encountered people who have had businesses that don't have an accounting software in place, or some sort of accounting resource that keeps up with your finances. And you definitely got to have that in place, or have an accountant or some type of bookkeeping system in place, so that you can not only know your numbers, but that you're not getting in trouble when it comes to taxes. All right, so let me just go ahead and make a disclaimer here. I am definitely not a financial advisor. I am a business coach, but you have to know the critical numbers within your business to make sure that you are making the right decisions to keep your business going, okay? All right, guys. Listen, I am, again, so happy to have you. Don't forget to register for the Leap Challenge so you can learn how to scale that business and learn even more how to manage internally your numbers. And don't forget to follow me, all right? And then also just let me know in the comments how this information is helping, and if there's any more information that you would like to for me to address, so that we can help you be successful in your business endeavors. All right, guys, until next time, be good to yourself. Bye-bye.